And we're back at the Blighttown bonfire after our failed attempt at farming those large Titanite shards. If I just check my inventory really quickly, you can see we got one. I mean, it's more than zero. Damn it. I completely forgot about the whole pickup rate mechanic versus the amount of humanity you're carrying. Later in the game we can come back here, we can farm a couple more if we're having trouble, but I think we should be fine. You can buy those from another blacksmith that you actually encounter later down the line. But for the moment, we're just going to savor our victory over Quelaag, and we're going to go to Sen's Fortress. And oh, is it going to be fun. Boy, howdy am I being sarcastic. I can't tell you how many times I've fallen off of this wheel and just died and just lost countless souls because I got a little excited. Wanted to do a little action jump off the side of a spinning wheel. I mean, who hasn't in their lives, really? I realize we've gone over Blighttown very quickly, but fuck this place. That's all I'm gonna say to it. That guy, you can just see the silhouette. If you get hit by 2 of those darts, you're basically completely screwed, because you get hit by something called toxic, which burns away a large chunk of your health every second, and it lasts a really long time. And I'd just rather not deal with it. We're gonna go back the way we came. We're gonna end up back at Firelink. From there we go to the Undead Parish, where we will find Andre of Astora again, our blacksmith. We didn't talk too much, but I mean, who needs to talk to a blacksmith? He gets the job done. Nothing against blacksmith. If you're a blacksmith in real life, you know, I value your work. It's a dying trade, but you know, in games. Look, I know where I'm going with this. We'll get back to the Undead Parish. From there, we go into Sen's Fortress, where we will probably die a lot. Sen's Fortress is a nightmare. If you've seen any videos with Dark Souls, you know what I'm talking about. You know about swinging blades, you know about the narrow bridges, you know about the people with snakes for heads. You know about Sen's Fortress. And the horror. I realize this isn't really entertaining, but think of it as practice for myself, because, I mean, if you're a good commentator, you make anything entertaining, even an elevator ride. Which I evidently can't, but, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Now, we take the shortcut that we took to get to the church, to get to the parish, where we'll find Andre, simply because it's easier and we'll get there quicker. And actually, we're going to rest at this bonfire to get 10 Estus flasks. Now, you might see the option there, reverse hollowing and kindle. I think I should go over those right now. Reverse hollowing allows you to become human, and becoming human raises your resistances to bleed, poison, toxic, curse as well, which we haven't had an encounter with, thank Christ, and I don't think we will, until we actually have to at a certain point in the game. And it increases your proficiency with chaos weapons, but we won't be using any of those, so that's kind of irrelevant to us right now. And it also unlocks the multiplayer component, which means that you can be invaded and murdered horribly, you can invade people and murder them horribly, and you can, you know, play multiplayer and co-op with your friends. Kindle allows you to sacrifice one of your humanities, which you need to be human already, and being human takes up 1 humanity, and it's that number in the top left. We currently have 0 humanities, and when it's grayed out like that, it means we're not human, we're hollow, which is basically slang for ginger raisin. And yeah, well, if we kindle the bonfire, we have access to more Estus flasks, and that goes to a limit of 20. We can only kindle up to 10 right now, though, because we lack the Rite of Kindling, which is an item that we get after we beat a certain boss, and that boss is Pinwheel, if you recall, the boss of the Catacombs. But for now, we're making quite good progress. We've had 4 deaths, I think, is what the death counter's at right now. All of them pretty stupid deaths, but at least we haven't gotten stuck anywhere. Now we're gonna go on to Sen's Fortress, but I think no, we don't. We're not gonna upgrade our weapon. We are gonna man mode this. But I think if we can get our hands on some large Titanite shards within Sen's Fortress, we're gonna get ourselves a nice little boosted great scythe. And actually, actually, guys, actually, we have enough souls to at least get a couple of upgrades on our Great Scythe. Maybe get it to +2, maybe +3. Alright. We're gonna buy 1 Titanite shard just to keep it safe because I don't want to over-purchase and I don't want to do math either because it's a Friday afternoon. Take our Great Scythe up to +2. I'm gonna have to give out 1,600 souls, which we don't have, so there's no way that we're gonna get that up past +2 right now. But hey, I mean, +2 is 75 extra damage off the dex scaling. That's pretty good. My book. My book is a lot of damage. If you compare it with the S-Talk we used earlier, please don't turn out like an idiot. That deals 30 less base damage and it scales much worse, and boy do I feel vindicated right now. I was right! And in here we have Sense Fortress, traps. You see that pressure plate on the ground? Yeah, I'll demonstrate what that does. Behind those 2 pillars are 2 snake people hidden, because this entire place is a nightmare. If we step on the trap, however, we can actually fire the spikes into the snakes just to make our life a little bit easier. And the snakes, boy howdy do they suck. I think if you can, we'll do the parry trick. We'll try our parry trick. And switch to 2-handed, and we cocked it up. Staggered him though, that's good. And we got our bleed damage. 316 is a nice little number when our normal hit is 55. Guys, it's okay. We hit them almost as hard as we hit Quelaag. We'll be good. We'll be fine. I really need to get my head out my ass and start actually upgrading my weapons. And hello. We're gonna get completely screwed on here. If this wasn't bad enough, by the way, they actually have snakes that fire lightning bolts at you, like that. Nah, I'm not gonna get the parry to work. However. Oh, we did it! We did it! Oh, yeah, 320 damage. And that actually allows us to parry for, you know, more than 5 damage like we did last time with this Great Scythe. What really gets me though is how do you stick a Great Scythe through somebody? You just like it's just wood on the end. Look at that. It's just wood. Like this guy lifts. His strength stat is low, but we all know he lifts. Now, I know that there's a specific pattern to this. Right, you see how he hit that pendulum over there? We're going to try and be in between the 2 pendulums, or the 4 pendulums, when that happens. So you can throw 1 more lightning bolt, and then we're going to run. Okay, go, 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 go. Alright, and oh god, now we have to fight him. And we set off another trap. Got him stabbed in the back. He literally took the arrows for us. And we have chests. Glorious chests. With 2 large Titanite shards. So, I mean, the +10 Great Scythe is quickly becoming a reality. By the way, boulder. Massive fuck off boulder. That's not the only one, so I don't know why I'm out here. We'll just wait for the second one to just sweep this guy away if it actually does show up, and if it doesn't, take care of things the old-fashioned. Oh, damn it. By the way, these guys have massive poise for snake people, so they're quite difficult to stagger, which makes them really annoying to fight. Literally nightmares. Literally still have nightmares from my first time through here. However, nice and fast. Traverse the white light. And we are through. However, now we have this asshole to deal with. Not only do these guys throw lightning bolts at you, these blades actually cause bleed damage and they hit you really often with those. It's surprising how malicious From Software can be when designing games. Sometimes it's just downright impressive. However, snake people ain't got nothing on my Great Scythe. Another trap on the floor means more arrows behind us. Keep an eye out for those. And another boulder means, you know, either run down really fast, or what you're supposed to do, this is the best part, is to hold your breath and run really fast before another one shows up and crushes you against the wall. Then you're good. Now what we can do is actually we can redirect these boulders, and we can make them just fire straight out the building. And if we do that, our life becomes a lot easier because we don't actually have to, you know, deal with massive boulders anymore. We can set off this pressure plate. Wall of arrows fires. We run past, no damage. Like magic. Except it's actually just implicit game design, which is one of Dark Souls' strengths. Again, more of these funhouse tricks. Deal with another snake man. You guys have so many annoying attacks. Because you can't actually parry their heads. I mean, as much as you want to parry a head, you really can't. You have to watch out for that if you parry all the time. If you block, I mean, you should be fine, but it still hurts like a motherfucker. Hold on, I'm gonna have a little fun with Havoc physics. We're gonna just push this guy down a hole while he spazzes out. Yeah! There you go. There you go. That's karma. That's what you get. You mess with me in Dark Souls, Havoc physics engine fucks you up. Also, I hear footsteps, and that's really not good. What is it? Nothing's. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, get past. Get past! Okay, we died. Okay, we died. Oh, Sen's Funhouse, how I loathe you. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. I'm not sure if the boulder reset. Okay, we're good. And we're back to where we were before at Sen's Funhouse. Or at least roughly where we were before. This time we'll try and not get as, brutally murdered. Keep an eye out. The footsteps, don't just sort of be like, oh, I hear footsteps, that's probably nothing. It's probably the mailman come to deliver Sen's milk. By the way, I don't know who Sen is. This place is just called Sen's Fortress. I don't know if that means anything. I mean, if you do, comment. That'd be nice. Leave a comment telling us what Sen's actually, or who Sen is. That's one part of the Dark Souls lore that I have no idea about. What I do know is, which we'll find out later, is that Sans Fortress is actually a testing ground built by the gods. Because once we beat the Iron Giant, the Iron Golem, the boss of Sans Fortress, we gain access to Anor Londo, the city of the gods. And that is why this place is actually a proving ground for travelers who want to get to Anor Londo. It's to prove your strength. Why it's full of, you know, people with snakes for heads and giant swinging pendulums is beyond me. I'm sure there's some lore connection there. There actually might be. I think I remember reading something about that. Now that I think of it. Also, this is going a lot better than it did last time. A lot better than it did last time. We got, you know, 2 more Titanite shards. That's always good. It's more upgrades for our Great Scythe. I think that brings it up to a plus... Is it 7? No, plus 8. I think we get plus 8 out of that. Of course, in conjunction with all the other stuff once we actually get it to a plus 5 and then modify it again. Speaking of which, bringing weapons to anything above... Oh, Christ almighty. Bringing weapons to anything above plus 5, plus 10, you can it requires embers. And embers are unique items you find in the world that actually enable you to get those more powerful upgrades. You also get embers that allow you to turn your weapons into fire weapons, into chaos weapons, which is basically fire, but it also scales off of humanity. There's magic weapons. I'm probably missing something off. There's holy weapons. There's occult weapons. And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. But basically, we need to pick up the large ember to unlock upgrades that range from plus 6 to plus 10. And then we need the very large ember, or the huge ember, to go from plus 10 to plus 15. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That fire, that explosion, that grunting. Basically, there's a giant throwing giant explosives at us. Which is why I'm running through here. It's actually a necessity now. It's not just me, you know, being in a hurry because it's a Friday evening. I want to see how quick they can beat Dark Souls. Okay. We staggered him. We staggered the Tower Knight. He's just going to casually drink an Estus Flask. Well, we're going to stop him because we're badasses like that. And we get no great sword from this guy. However, we're sitting on 10k souls right now. So what I'm thinking... We don't have any homeward bones. No, we're doing it. We're man moding it. We're gonna stick it through. We're gonna work our way through this area. One thing worth mentioning. I turned right there. If you turn left, there's a gap. However, you can jump that gap. And you can walk into that tower over there. If you walk into that tower over there, you'll find an NPC vendor. Don't kill him, because he's very useful. Who will sell you large Titanite shards. So you don't have to grind them. And you can buy them off him. It's great. Oh, it's useful. Nope, you can't parry us if we're that far away, I don't think, or if the weapon's of a certain weight. I don't know how parrying works, guys. I have no idea how it works. All I know is I think I heard ENB say, watch the wrist, it makes it easier to parry. And I was like, this guy knows what he's talking about. No boulder side sword, still. Chances are we're not going to be getting one unless we actively try and farm for it, which we're not going to do. Because we are trying to get through this game as quickly as possible. Albeit we've already had a couple stupid deaths. By couple, I mean like 5, I think, at this point. Maybe 6. Hell if I know. Just merging into just one long nightmare now. Kill this guy. I don't know why this guy squats whenever he fires. Like, I know it's an aim improving thing. But, like, fuck, man, you're dead. It's not like breathing's gonna move your weapon around or anything. You basically just got full-on rigor mortis. I mean, surely you'd have the best aim. Now, there's a giant. And we can actually cheese this fight. If we stand in the doorway, we can goad him into attacking us. And then he pulls off a certain attack, which tuckers the poor guy out, which is actually this. You can see the fists flying through the wall. He gets tired out, and we just show up and poke his butt with the giant scythe. See his health up there. We get bleed damage on him. He's really tired. He really should spend some more time at the gym. Do some cardio. This guy, like, needs to get back in shape. However, I shouldn't judge, because, like, one punch to the face of my head probably flies like half a mile. Why'd he stop moving? Oh, fuck, this is a... Oh, Jesus! Alright, no, we'll fight him like we're supposed to fight him. We're better than just using cheap tricks. We're better than this giant. Giant. We got him. Guys, we got him. He's dead. We actually break his fire bombs, they don't explode, so I really don't know how this thing works. But he drops a Titanite chunk, We use Titanite chunks to go from plus 11. Sorry, so Titanite chunks take us to plus 11 and then up to plus 14. At which point we need a Titanite slab to take it all the way. Yeah. But all the way I mean plus 15. It's nowhere near as sexy as it sounds. And yeah, we're sitting on 3 Estus Flask right now, which isn't really good for healing considering we have a boss fight coming up. We can't bleed because he's actually made of iron. I mean, who saw that coming? But we have 11 humanity, so healing shouldn't be an issue. This guy is a bitch. So he does that crap. Basically, this guy's a nightmare. He picks you up, he throws you, he stomps on you, he hits you with his axe. There's nothing he doesn't do. And I think the basic strategy is just sort of stand between his legs and scratch at his groin with a scythe until he falls over. Because you can actually stagger this boss. It's actually one of the more unique bosses is if you hit him frequently enough. Also, he's fucking limber and agile for a giant iron golem. But yeah, if we hit him enough times in succession, we can actually get him to stagger and sort of stumble and fall over. And if we keep it up, he will just fall flat on his ass. And if he does that, we basically just get free hits on him. I think if we can get it to start happening soon, I mean, that'd be good. Highly unlikely of good things happening for us. Oh my god! He just tried to, like, 180 me. Like, seriously, motherfucker's fast. And no, we're not gonna knock down, I don't think. Hello? Oh my Christ almighty. Although I think we're good. I think we're good. Seriously, I don't know how he just sort of like just gracefully jumps back when he's just this giant hulking mass of iron, whose axe is a giant hulking mass of iron, who grabs you and crushes you like a Ken doll. Might have noticed the lack of bleed damage. It's always good. By the way, if that hit me, I just died. Like, no questions asked. What the? Okay. We're burning one of our 3 flasks. I did the math, guys. We're now a third less likely to succeed. That's how that works. Trust me. Going for the grab again, we just sort of keep poking this crotch area. Poor guy posting against crabs or something. There's the stomping. I mean, like, we're doing well. We're doing well. Nothing really exceptional in this boss fight other than I got my spine, like, shoved between my legs. If you keep dodging between his legs, we'll be alright. You know what's kind of weird about this boss is you spend a majority of it just sort of staring at his crotch. I mean, he's a giant iron golem, so I guess he's genderless. But, I mean, he has a crotch. If you want to touch that bloodstain, we can actually find out how somebody else died. And by how, I mean we just sort of see a last moments kind of thing where we just sort of see their ghost walk around and then just sort of... Oh! Oh, we can stagger him. Guys, the stagger is real. We dealt enough damage. We somehow hit him enough times. You can see he's kind of tipsy. He had a little bit... Somebody spiked the punch. Hit him a couple more times, he's gonna fall flat on his ass. If he doesn't, I don't know what happens. Oh no, he's recovered his stance. Oh god. Usually what happens is that there is a soul summon you can get, which I'll actually show after the fight, because I forgot to before the fight, but I'm gonna pretend like it was intentional. There's a soul summon which I intentionally left out until after this fight, which is situated across this bridge. We can't see it now because we're not human, but you have to take my word for this. That there's a soul summon right around here, and you use that to summon Iron Tarkus. Now, Iron Tarkus is just someone who will come help you out. He carries this massive sword. He's like one of those black knights we saw earlier, but he actually uses the great sword. What's interesting about Iron Tarkus is that he actually has lore significance, and the reason that people believe he has lore significance is that the black knights, or the black knight that we found here, was a member of Iron Tarkus' band of heroes, so to speak. And when his band of heroes came here, they were defeated by the Iron Golem. However, Iron Tarkus, before being defeated, also gargoyles. Iron Tarkus, before being defeated, dropped his summon sign on the ground so that other people could summon him in his moments just before his death. And he exists in this sort of eternal purgatory to help the player character and other chosen undead to defeat the Iron Golem and succeed in what he couldn't. And that's really kind of a nice touch. And welcome to Anor Londo. We hope you enjoyed your flight with Gargoyle Airlines. If you found peanuts lying around anywhere, they were not provided by us, and you should really reconsider flying with a different airline. Here we are. The City of the Gods. Anor Londo. Now this place is a bitch. Not only is the terrain stacked against you, so are the enemies, which are like twice your size. But if you don't go too near them, I think you're fine. The boss is actually a 2 against 1, which is completely fair, if you don't use summons. Which, we're not going to use summons because we're total pros. We're going to die so bad. We're using a Great Scythe +2. That's like, it's so pitiful. I think what we do here, the only logical solution, is to take our dexterity up to 40, which is the maximum you should take it up to, because once you bring a stat up to 40, you start to get diminishing returns. So say, if I put a point in dexterity, take me from 25 to 26, and I gain +6 from damage scaling. However, then I put a point from 40 to 41, I would probably get like 0.5 points in damage scaling. And I think they just do that so that you don't sink all your points to one stat, and so that you don't, one-shot everything. That's a good system. It works well. However, it means that you can't, cheese the game. But for all intents and purposes, now we actually have our maximum dexterity stat that we're going to be running with this game. So what I'm thinking we do is we talk to our air stewardess, who's attractive as always, take us back to Sen's Fortress, go to that grunt is just, I don't even want to talk about that. We are going to go back to Sen's Fortress, go back to the Undead Parish, go back to our blacksmith, and get ourselves a better weapon, because right now it's kind of crap. Actually, that's going to involve visiting an area that we completely glossed over, which one would usually take to reach Blighttown. That area is the Depths. Depths are actually not that bad. I could just go on and on about how nightmarish and how horrible they are, and this and that. They're not actually that bad. Now, not sure how to do this, but I know that there's a way to get down there. Please don't break. Okay. Now I'm not too sure in this, but I think. Okay, guys, this is some hardcore parkour. I'm already. Oh shit. Okay, here's what we do. Nope, the guys were dead. Oh, damn it. Okay, we'll take the normal way. We'll take the normal way. Thank you, game. We're back. My souls are down there. Fucking souls are down there, guys. Man. We're gonna be here for a while. Okay. What's my best course of action? Oh, okay. Okay. Nope! That's definitely not it. Are you guys ready for a montage? Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a montage. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a montage of me falling to my death like 18 times. And then eventually just giving up. Okay, we're back. This is take number 2. Take number 3 even. At bad fucking idea. Pick up our souls. No, do we have any homeward bones? Please tell me we have homeward bones. I've already want to chicken out. Oh no, we don't have homeward bones. We've established that that jump there doesn't work. I think if we just... Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Nope. Nope. Okay, the Ginger Reaper is back and ready for action. I guarantee I'm not Ginger in real life. However, Tom is. The fact that I've said that has really seriously pissed him off, but dude, like, no joke. Alright, take number 4. Souls? Check. Bad idea? Check. Gravity? Son of a bitch. Where could I go? Like, I'm thinking if we can get down on that bolted thing. Nope. It's another death. It's another death. There's giant demons down here, by the way. They're fun. We might kill those later. Okay, guys. Guys, I've come to an executive decision. I've talked to my people. I've called From Software. My people have called From Software. We've come to the decision. Those souls are fucked, and they're staying there. 5,000 souls. I can't even care anymore. I can't, like, it's not worth the hassle. They're gone. Say goodbye. Banished to the fucking ether that is Dark Souls when you die, and the rage that just builds. We're gonna go back to Andre.